Okay, people, be honest. Do you have your spot in fitness class? Every single class you take, I know you do. You've got that spot. And do you get legitimately pissed off when someone else is standing there? Okay, today we are going to deep dive into the psychology of workout territory because apparently we're all just sophisticated animals and we're marking our fitness territory with yoga mats and water bottles.
I have to say, I think this is a huge topic, but I'm Jen. I'm the instructor, so my spot's always saved.
And I'm Jodi, and I'm guilty of arriving 20 minutes early to make sure my water ball's in place, holding my
You're the
status.
spot saver.
I could be a spot saver.
Oh my God, I never pegged you for that, but you are.
I'm kind of passive aggressive. So I kind of put my thing there. And so if like people show up and stand there, I'd be like really close to them and go, so, okay, see all my water bottles here, and you're going to move a little bit to the left.
Do you think this is like the unwritten language code of marking my territory like a cat? Here's my water bottle. Yes, Sassy Kitty's sitting with us right now. She just gruffed at me. Do you think that this is a known language everybody knows?
I want to say not probably everybody, because there's a lot of I don't give a crap people out there who I'm just going to go blitzing in. I'm going to be over there in the back there corner by myself. And there's the people who are really worried about exactly where they are. Now, because I am similar to that, it's a habit situation. It's like
we
when
are creatures of habit.
So if I go to the grocery store, I park my car in the same general area. Mainly because I'm old and losing my mind and I probably won't find my car when I leave the grocery store.
That's smart. That's strategy. I am not that.
Okay. So, or if I go to the airport, I have to take a picture of where I'm just really conscious of that because I know that I won't remember where I was. So it could come from that. It could come from we could go full therapy session on this. We could go back to elementary school where they made us sit in alphabetical order in those desks.
Yes.
And you always had to sit in the same desk for some reason. And you always had to, and maybe that's the habit forming where it all came from. But I'm probably getting too heavy into the depth of it already. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
I think the spot saving is it is a thing. I used to have people come to the class before my class and they hated it, but they endured it because they wanted
to stay where they were.
They wanted their fly girl spot.
Okay.
That is prime real estate.
Okay.
And listen, people, if you're afraid of the front row, you know what? Rip off the damn Band-Aid. Get your ass to the front row because you get a better workout. You
actually do.
You do.
You up your
There's
game.
no hiding. There's no hiding. You're sort of a leader of this big group of people, right?
Yeah. And let's talk about the spot hierarchy and the psychology behind spot control. Okay. It's not assigned seating, but somehow it is assigned seating. The comfort of routine, the predictability. What are your thoughts on that?
I see it every day, every single class. It is birds of a feather and creatures of habit. That's what we do. Seriously, birds of a feather flock together. The LC, the left corner, it's a real thing in class, right?
I think Jenn B and I created the LC.
Jenn B and you guys were the originators.
We're the OGs. We're the OG of the LC.
I think the psychology of I want my spot. This is the spot that I go to. I think it lives and breathes in us since the beginning, right?
It's comfort.
It's comfort. I mean, we learned it as children. We lined up tallest to shortest, alphabetical order.
Right.
I was always in this seat. That's just what we know how to do.
Right.
I even see it with my husband and his crazy 5F he has to sit in on American Airlines because he travels all the time. Where's my 5F? Where's my 5? I'm like, oh my God, seriously? What?
Don't go booking 5F on.
Yeah, don't book 5F, people. Don't book 5F. Yeah. You might have Brant Schofield a little pissed off at you.
Might be a problem.
But I think it's the same thing for the class.
Okay. I agree.
It's very interesting. We are creatures of habit. We want to do the same thing over and over because it's what we know.
And it's safe. So I remember growing up in elementary school, remember they had assigned seating and it was you came into class and sometimes it was alphabetical. Sometimes it was the tallest to the shortest to the tallest, whatever. Somehow the teacher had their own mentality of what that organization looked like. It might have been easier for them to remember names. I don't know.
Whatever
but we knew that when we arrived arrived at class, we put our thing in the same cubby every day.
Yes.
Remember? Because the cubby had your name on it. And then you went into class and you sat in the same seat all the time. And then even when you graduated from the school world, you went into real life world. And if you worked in corporate America, Canada, wherever you are, you went into a cubicle and you had an office.
And maybe you parked in the same spot outside before you walked into your cubicle, right?
And for some of us, hey, that's how we find our car. I'm just saying. I might be speaking from experience. I'm going to tell you, I go to the grocery store and I have to park in the same spot. Well, same area.
If it's available. But what happens if it's not available?
Well, I have a small
Just
heart.
like what happens if your spot in class isn't
Okay,
available?
at Danz and Sanity, I do have my favorite spot, as you know,
Oh
in
my
the
God,
back
you
corner because my
do.
car's newish. And so I protect it with all of the things that I have. And so I put my little car, and yes, I back it in. For the people who don't
You're
like
so
the back or
fancy.
inners.
You're so fancy.
And there's a lot of cameras on that car. And so I back it in like I know what I'm doing.
Back it up, back it in.
Back it
Let
up,
me
back it
begin.
in.
Sorry, I
And
busted out in
nobody
song.
you can only park beside me on one side. It's kind of out of the way. There will be no door dings happening to me. So I do have a favorite spot at the studio
You do.
that
You
people know
have
about.
a favorite spot where you park and a favorite spot where you dance.
And yes, I do. We'll talk about the LC in a minute. But I pull into that parking lot and I always go to my same spot. And when someone's in it, I do a little, and then there's a little moment of panic, but I have some backup spots now in my mind.
Oh, you have backup spots?
I now have backup spots,
Okay.
on the little far corner.
Okay.
Anyway, it's always far, but I always try to not have somebody at least on one side. That's just me because I am like precious about my car. So then I get into the studio and we're going to do a class. Now, it's funny, depending on the class, I have my little things, but for Danz and Sanity itself, I usually hover in the LC. And
Which is
the left corner.
the left corner. Can we just talk about the LC?
That's where the cool people are. I'm just saying.
It's where Jodi and the cool people hang.
Right.
So this started years ago at one of the big box gyms when I was teaching. And I would crack up because this would be the most transient place in
It quite
the
frankly
class.
was. Jen B and I found it.
Jen B and
Founded
you
it.
guys,
We're founders
you
of the
found-
LC.
You were founders of
Yeah.
the LC.
We need a hat.
LC being at the left corner.
We need a hat.
And this is where the whole TA Proctor situation of
Right.
Jodi and Jen B would basically be the TAs
Yeah.
teaching all the new people that were going to go hide in the LC because they didn't want to be seen, nor did they want to see themselves in the mirror.
Right. So let's talk about that for a moment. So there's a hierarchy to the area that you live in, right?
Right.
When you're in the zone. Now you're the instructor, so you're kind of always at the front and you're like, I don't care
My
what you
spot is
people
always
do.
available.
You're
Just
like, I
throwing
don't
it
care
out
what
there.
you people do. So for the rest of the people in the room, there's like the front row are the people who are really confident. They know what's going to happen.
They think it's a damn Dance Insanity audition.
It's an audition. And thank God they're there because sometimes you can't.
They're
always-
leaders.
Honestly, they're the leaders in the class. And then you get the couple of middle rows who are the people who are building confidence. They can do this. They can do this. They're not quite ready to graduate themselves into the front row, but they're feeling really good and they're moving around in the middle. And then there's kind of the back section couple of rows where Jen B and I kind of migrated over to that left corner. And I say left corner, it's from stage left.
Yes.
It's stage left.
Did
so
you hear
for those
that?
performers,
Stage
it's stage
left.
left. So it's really the right side of the back of the room, but it's stage left.
If you're looking at your class, mirroring that
As an
it's the left
instructor,
corner. If
yeah.
you're standing in the class, it's really the right corner.
And
But
nobody really cares. But
That's
we
stage
went there
lingo.
anyways. We're
Stage lingo.
stage lingoing for a minute. So anyway, so Jen and I kind of, because we just love each other and we both sort of dance at the same level
Yes.
and we kind of know everything that's going on, we would be dancing. But new people gravitate to that corner
To this
at the
LC,
very, very
man.
back.
It's hilarious.
And you want to hide, but you know what? You can't really see what's going on. So Jen and I would be like, oh, just watch us. We're safe.
good,
We're in
you're
our little
good.
spot.
Yeah.
So they would use us as the tutorial. So it would be
they were the TAs.
yeah, we were,
TAs.
Jen started calling us the TAs in class.
I did. And I would be like, shout out to the LC.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And Jen B would lead it.
In fact, at the very beginning of this, there was even a group of ladies that I think now most of them live in Wilmington, funny enough, but they were coming to this big box gym that I taught class at, and they got water bottles, LC 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Isn't that the best? That's the best. You gotta love that.
Camaraderie, man.
I mean, Jen and I might need team t-shirts, but I'm just saying. So we still unite at the LC in the new studio.
I mean, I think they found community within the LC.
Yeah.
I mean, just throwing it out there.
They're safe there.
They're safe there.
They're safe there.
Okay, so let's talk about, you brought up something about like the hierarchy of the spots in the classroom.
Yeah.
Like, tell me more about that. So we've established the front row. And if I can tell you,
cool.
Front row for instructors,
they're cool.
They are a big deal because if I can motivate that front row, that means I can take my eye off everybody and start giving more personal attention because the front row's got
helpers.
it until they lose the plot, and then I have to be their whoopee, and it's hilarious because then it's like watching like little penguin robots like totally go freaking nuts and like they're like, I don't know, I didn't do it, I don't know. I'm like, oh geez, Lord, children, come on, get your whoopee in place, let's go. You know,
and then sometimes
it's even funnier.
Sometimes when you forget something, they're like,
you're like, oh crap,
dude.
yeah. Oh yeah. Half the time I look at the front row, I'm like, just follow them. I don't know. My choreography, I don't know. Whatever. Just whatever. Shake your ass. You'll look
We've
good.
all seen that happen.
What else?
As long as we all keep moving and sweating and grooving.
Exactly.
But yeah, so the front row, they're cool. They are like dressed for it. They are
they dress the part. They are living it out.
Yep.
In their minds. And I am here for them.
Absolutely.
I don't want to say they're the most important people, but they're my first line of defense for energy.
Well, if you need to take a little break from instructing, you could pretty much walk into the back section of the class and I
can make sure I'm tutorializing.
It's all taken
care of. And they're still leading.
It's all taken care of. Yeah. And because sometimes you like turn people around in class. So you're like dancing to the side, dancing to the back, turning around. And
they're like, what the hell is going on?
I can't see what's going on. So you can like flip back there.
Yes.
And people will still be, spatially aware of what's going on. Because there's enough people in there that get it. And so two people who are new to a class of sorts, like Danz Insanity, for example, where you walk in and go, holy Hannah, what just hit me?
Where am I? What's happening? Am I in a flash mob?
I promise you, your first class is like, holy fuck, I used to be a dancer. What is going on right now in front of me?
Yes.
It takes a few classes to pick up the moves, and then you're in it to win it.
Yes.
So you will find people who come in it. I love watching this graduation process. I love the graduation.
I know what you're going to say. I'm so excited for it.
So they walk in the door and they stay in the back, and they're like, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to just be whatever back here.
I'm going to do my thing.
I'm going to do my thing. I don't know what she's doing. And then the next week they come in, they're still in that row. The next week they come in, they're moved up a row.
Yes.
Next thing you know, they're building confidence, and they're a
spot graduation.
Woo! Spot graduation.
Oh my God. And you know what? All of my front rowers will talk about spot graduation. They will talk about where they started.
Where they started and where they
started. Okay. On another funny note, can we talk about, and it hasn't happened at the studio because we're basically in fetus mode, right? We're only a couple months up.
Yeah.
But I always used to giggle inside when like just that uber confident, are they confident or do they not know what about the hell is going to happen to them? Mm-hmm. They walk into a class for the first time and they stand right in front in the middle. And you're like, and everybody's looking at them like, girl,
good luck.
Cheryl, do you know what is about to happen? You're going to get your ass handed to you.
Oh, Cheryl,
you're going to be a big ass pylon that people are going to be dancing around because you're not going to know what the hell's going on. But like, listen, that one or two gals or guys that comes in and they're like, I'm fine. Bring it. I marvel at those people.
I know. I
love those people.
I love that.
Yes.
Too. I actually love
Bring
that too.
your gifts to this group. Okay, so now let's talk about spots and bad etiquette with spots.
Etiquette in general.
Etiquette in general, but it's like this like spot obsession.
So are people allowed to just kind of storm into a room and take someone's spot? I mean, we want to be welcoming to new people, of course.
Of course.
Are there some unspoken rules? I mean, what happens when someone takes your spot?
This is a hard one because, listen, there's only so many spots to get, right?
Correct.
And you don't want to get so rigid where like you have numbers on the floor and everybody's assigned a spot because, I've done that too in that chapter that will remain nameless 5 years ago when like we had to spatial distance and mask bandit ourselves and blah, 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 blah. So that was crazy because then it was about everybody like would set their alarms like the minute that they could actually make the reservations 7 days before the class. It was insane. Yeah. So while I don't want people to feel like it's so rigid and spots are real estate to where like, oh, did they pay extra for that? What's happening there? Yeah. But at the same time, we all have to give each other a little bit of grace, right?
Absolutely.
What drives me bananas is when, and listen, I will have instructors in the past who will text me and say, hey, can you put down a towel to save me a spot?
Yeah. That's a thing.
You little naughty numbers.
That's a thing.
No, get your ass there. Like, get your first come, first serve. First of all, spots. First come, first serve. If you are late, you get absorbed in that room and you find a spot where you're not literally standing right in front of somebody or you can zhuzh in. You don't just walk up to the front. Bad behavior. Mm-hmm. Don't do that. And if you're late, that's okay. The world's not going to end if you're used to being in the front. Get over yourself. I will say this too. For my spot lovers who don't want to do anything else besides go to their spot.
Yeah.
Push yourself, be moldable, accept some change, be flexible.
Absolutely.
Maybe feel how it might feel dancing or tramping or doing something else with another small group of people that you don't usually dance with. You have no idea how much you can positively impact just as much as you can negatively impact.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
go in with a positive attitude. Go in open. I mean, listen, we have new people joining all the time, so they don't know where your spot is.
No, they don't know.
So you need to be courteous. And in the words of the great Josh Allen, do good, be good, go Bills.
You just said that. You did. I would also say that with the front row, as much as I don't want to admit this, there is some responsibility there, right? Yeah. Because instructors rely upon it. The class relies upon the energy and the tone to be set by the front row.
Absolutely.
Right? Mm-hmm. We've had members that are awesome front rowers and they come in and they're off. I mean, life happens. Shit happens, right?
Absolutely.
And so you're like, I don't want to be responsible to make everybody happy. Yeah. Even though that technically is not their responsibility. But when they show up and like win the showmanship award like times a bazillion, that's when you have magical classes.
Absolutely.
Like an instructor can only create an environment to motivate people. They can't motivate people, right? So it really relies then on that front row group. And listen, it's people that like to perform love the front row. They do. And people that are confident and they feel secure and they like to perform even a little. They like the front row.
They're going to be in the front row.
Which is actually an interesting point because we do have a class that I call it Pure Joy. I call it Scheduled Pure Joy twice a week. I teach the same combination, but I do a class that is now a choreo class. It is very, very different and very outside of dance fitness.
That's true.
Right? It's almost like a dance class, but it's accessible for dance fitness people. And it's the hottest class on our menu right now.
It's
crazy.
It's taken off.
And I'm surprised that I have as many really beginner dance fitness people that love it, right? Because it's challenging their brain.
Well, it's repetition.
It's repetition and it's progressive teaching. But, it's interesting about the spots is that I make them rotate lines.
You rotate.
That is really interesting.
It's back row to front.
And so the back row that loves to hide in the back row at Dance Insanity, I push them to come to the front row, at least for a few minutes, because when you're doing Dance Insanity, you know that choreography. And if you don't, you're going to learn it. And if you don't still know it, the online membership comes with your membership. I mean, it's the whole thing. It's like you can't not learn it, right? Yeah. But with progressive choreography that changes from week to week, and I'm talking 12 counts of 8 minimum, if you can't see me because the class is crowded, you benefit from being in the front. So this whole changing lines thing has really added a different and more dimensional element to your spot, right?
Energy.
It forces the spot rigid folks to realize there's other spots in the room besides their own spot that they go to all the time.
Yep. It gives them perspective.
Yeah.
It's been a great transition for people, I think. But overall, I think we still look at that psychological history of how our brains have been programmed and our bodies have been programmed to go to the same spot, sit in the same seat, park in the same parking spot. It's just part of our history. It's part of human experience.
Yes.
And it's okay. But we want people to also express and be a part of the etiquette that goes down with it. So when you walk, if you get any takeaways today, you've acknowledged that, yes, I have a spot. I have a favorite spot.
Maybe I'm a little crazy about my spot.
Maybe I'm a little crazy about my spot. And we acknowledge that that's okay and you're okay with it. But then what are the tips that we give them that would be considered the proper etiquette? So if you're a front row girl and you come screaming in 5 minutes late, what is your advice if the front row is full?
Find a space that's open. Find a space that's in the back. And you know what? Own it.
Keep your energy.
Own it.
Yeah.
Own it. Don't be an energy vampire. Nobody likes energy vampires.
Yeah.
They just don't. Sorry.
Yeah. So go and
be part of the class and support and bring your gifts, bring your energy and love on it.
You might actually find that you love it.
And you might find different people and different friends. And
exactly.
it opens up a whole new dimensionality to class.
Exactly.
Because let's face it, class is fun. It's a party. It's a dance party. It's wild and silly and fun. Yep. But at the end of the day, this is about people coming together and interacting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you didn't want to interact, you would just go run by yourself or walk or whatever it is you do.
Yeah.
But people are coming to a group fitness place because they want that energy of other people.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to lean into it.
Yep, absolutely. So you come in late. Listen, don't try to bump someone out of your spot because your spot is no longer your spot. Once the class starts, you've lost your spot. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
People will fill it in.
And also don't let, I would say tip number 2 is don't let your spot or the fact that you can't get to your normal spot define the class for you.
Absolutely.
I think that we get so in our head because we're so rigid about what we want to do. We don't even realize we're doing it. And it's like, okay, is this World War a million? It's not.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
You're still going to get a great workout.
The world will keep spinning.
The world will keep spinning.
Turn that frown upside down.
Yeah.
Don't be sad because you didn't get your spot and then be grumpy puss in the class.
I mean, I would say the third thing is that let's say you're in your spot, but other people that you're used to dancing with are not in their spot.
Yeah.
I've heard this too, where people get pissed off because they're like, oh, the energy was just not there today. I'm like, okay, well, calm down. That's fantastic that you are acknowledging that, but this is not Broadway or this is not, so you think you could dance or the DCC. God love being, and the creek doesn't rise, but love that you're that committed, but take it down a notch. It's okay. This is not a dance. This is not a dance team.
Yeah.
And I love that they're so invested that they feel like it. That's actually a really cool problem to have.
I know, it is.
But we've had to talk some people off a ledge. And God love them. God love their passion and their commitment. I mean, it's an amazing problem to have.
It is.
Right?
It is. It's tough. It's great. And then be welcoming to new people. So all of a sudden, if you do come in late, or say you even come in early and somebody's already, you feel like they're in your area, or you're in your area and you feel like someone new is in your area, introduce yourself.
Absolutely.
We dare you. Just reach a hand out and say, hi, I'm Jodi. I'm here all the time and I haven't seen you. So they will be really appreciative of being welcomed. And as a person who has moved many times in her life, I always am so appreciative of joining a new gym. First thing I always do when I move somewhere is join a gym.
Yes.
I try to find people that are like-minded and I just need to keep my fitness level up. So that's where I start. And I will often, I'm not that shy, so I will go in and introduce myself to people. But I love it when somebody beside me will just go, hey, I haven't seen you here before, and acknowledges that I'm new. And I'm like, oh, cool. And then I get to know them. And it's how you meet new people. So be welcoming. And like we said earlier, if you can't get your spot, you're going to end up in a new spot and you might meet 5 new friends.
Absolutely. I'll also tell you this. Like, I am such a huge fan of all of the crazy stories that I hear about spots from our members.
Oh, I know.
And like, just about like their own struggles with it, or like, they're like, oh my God, I didn't realize this. Oh my God. Like, it's so hilarious. And by the way, whoever is listening to our crazy rants and our crazy stories, if you have hilarious spot stories, please reach out, DM us. Oh my God.
Tell us.
Tell us. Put it in the comments, because it's literally like, we could write a book on this.
Absolutely.
It's so silly. I mean, it exists everywhere, whether it is a basic traditional, weights, butts and guts, bands, cycle, Zumba.
It doesn't matter where you are.
Dancing. It doesn't matter who you are. It exists. We know it. It's like, it's a thing, man. It's like high school, and like, were you part of the Glee Club? Were you part of the cheerleaders? Were you the sports kids? Were you like the, the smarties? Were you the library kids? Were you it's literally like, it goes back to our DNA. It's hysterical.
Saving a spot for your friend.
Ooh. Oh, I'm going to get some nasty eyes at me right now when I say this. Come on now. People, get your happy asses to the door. Be ready. Be prepared. Be ready to walk in with your buddy. That way you're not asking somebody to do something for you.
Yeah. I am a spot saver because people have asked.
I
am. I love it. I don't love it. No. Okay. I don't love it, but I do it.
Oh, you're dear.
I do it because my friends can't show up on time. And
so you're accommodating is what you are.
I'm
you're an enabler. Jodi's an enabler. Jodi's an enabler.
I'm an enabler. No, I don't love it. It depends on the situation. So
we got a complicated order.
Unfortunately, it's really complicated for me because I'll go into a situation where it's like, can you hold me a spot? I'm running a few minutes late. And it's like, okay, if I'm storming in, no problem. And then there's if it's a really busy class, that's when it bothers me. I'm not, I feel awkward in the spot going, sorry, someone's there. Where are you? And it's like, I'm texting going, come on.
Yeah.
How late?
That's just have like, I'm sorry, but that friend has no regard. Like, that's not cool.
Yeah. And it's fine if you know, but if it's not a busy class, I'm like, totally, I'll roll your mats out. I'll set y'all up. I have no problem. Like, there's, I've gone to yoga classes where people are like, hey, can you hold us a couple of spots? Or I'll even offer, I'll say, look, I'm going to get there early because I want to do a workout before my workout.
Yes.
And I'll lay out the mats. I'll get us set up. So I actually totally don't mind that if I know it's not a slammed class, or even if it is, I'm totally okay with that if I'm super early. But it's on the really busy classes I have a problem with.
Setup is, and to me, like when you have setup,
that's a claimed spot.
That's a claimed spot because there's stuff there, right?
But in a dance
in a dance, all you got is you're fighting with words and fire.
All you got is a water bottle. Bam, you put the water bottle down and you hope for the best. So, and really busy classes, I think it's a lot to ask.
I think so.
So I'm in between loving it and leaving it. I'll do it for friends, and I do often, but for the busy classes, I don't love it. Yeah.
Well, Jodi, my dear, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been real fun as usual. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Make sure to hit follow and subscribe if you love today's episode. Leave a comment on YouTube or drop us a 5-star review on whatever platform you're listening on.
So until next time, no gossip.
Just saying.